Say dance. The tiger!
Hear me roar.
We heard the tiger roar. Shall I pause it now?
Yeah.
We'll leave Katie on there though, eh? Here's Katie. She's been a tiger.
That was our musical tribute to Type of Tiger.
It was.
We heard him roar.
We heard him roar, didn't we?
We heard him roar.
I heard him roar on Monday. Didn't he roar loud? He knew it was Taranaki provincial holiday, and he was the tiger.
Well, everyone gets excited about a provincial holiday, don't they?
Especially tigers. It was great, wasn't it?
A great win, finally. Second one of his career after so many placings.
Tigers, they persevere at things. Tigers don't give up.
I didn't know that about tigers.
Well, they have to. If they gave up, they'd starve to death. They've got to hunt. They've got to keep running things down.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. He ran things down from the back.
Oh, it was great.
Well, we only had 2 runners last week.
Yeah, so we had Type of Tiger.
Type of Tiger, who has taken a lot of stick from people, except for Quinella punters, because he runs so many placings and runs so many seconds. But we went into the race, stepping up in ground, and we said to Lisa, we really need him to. We need him to start winning, because he's running so many placings, but he's better than that. Great ride from Troy Harris, settled last, and the good thing was, 2 good things. He won over 2100, so he has a future over that distance, and he ran through the line strongly. He didn't get to the front and bludge, he kept going. And first ride for Troy Harris.
Yeah, is he out of retirement? Semi-retirement?
Well, it's first ride since last winter, and he wasn't. I don't think he was going to ride again for a little while, because he's had an operation on his leg. But we asked him to ride. He's had one ride for a second. We asked him. He came all the way down from Cambridge for the one ride. So really good at Troy. And
thank you, Troy.
He showed why he's a Group 1 rider.
Yeah.
Super win. Very exciting.
Great. The other runner was Elusive Boxes.
Yeah, only 2 runners this week.
I know. I can count.
You've also given me stick about my diary.
We'll talk about that later.
Elusive Boxes. First start left-handed. We'd freshened her up. And she was actually far more tractable left-handed. Like right-handed, she's tended to come off the rail a bit and be a bit wayward. She got to the front, she kicked. Look, she died the last 100 to run 6th, but there could have been an aspect of that of her being freshened and needing the run. But she wasn't beaten that far, and it certainly gave us some hope for her next start. What we're going to do with her is we'll go to Rotorua at the end of the month, left-handed, and if we don't win with her, or say run second, we might look at changing her environment and seeing if that can bring about a little bit of improvement in it. But you know, she's close enough to win. We just need to get her just over the line like the tiger.
Just need her to win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And we had a few trialists this week with good results.
Yeah, excellent results.
Rude not to.
Rude Not To, trialled at Rotorua and won well, pulling away at the line by 3/4 length. She was good. She's a very smart filly, and she's likely now to go straight to the races. She's won 2 trials now, so she's likely to go straight to the races at Matamata at the start of, I think, 11th. No, not the 11th. At the start of next month. The date just eludes me.
Okay, and Valoni.
Valoni won by 6 lengths.
Wow.
He killed them, and he's from that. He's a half to Lucia Valentina, and he's from that great family we've had a lot of success with, Mighty Solomon, Silk Red Boxer. And you know, it's a family that's Al Cannavaro. It's a family that can not show you a lot on the training track or even in trials, and they go to race down, they spark up. You know, Silky Red Boxer couldn't have won a track gallop against a Maidener, but he won $500,000 in Group 2 in New Zealand, this is the race in Australia. Lucia Valentina, who's a Group 1 winner in Australia at Weight for Age, you know, she ran in a maiden at Pyro, a maiden trial, and she was under the bat at the 600. Our Cannavaro had 5 trials. He went to the races, and then couldn't even run placing, and then he won by 3. So it's a family that has ability. They just decide when they want to use it. Sorry, was I rambling?
Yeah. Okay, and Sex Appeal?
Yeah, good trial from Sex Zabeel. Fresh up ran third. He's a stayer. He's by Zabeel. He needs ground. We just went in and get to give him a day out. He jumped a couple lengths clear. Then he sat back third and ran third, but he maintained a good gallop to the line. He'll trial again on the 24th of March and then go to the races. He is a stayer.
And in Australia, No Return.
Super trial from No Return. We discussed his debut last week, which we felt was pretty good. He's going to run over 2,000 metres next Saturday, so we wanted to give him a trial in between times over 1,200 to just get him a bit fitter. And he sat back in the field 3 wide, came 5 wide on the turn, and maintained a very strong gallop to the line. He officially was 5th, but he was this far from 2nd. They were 4 of them across the track. Super trial. Very happy with him looking towards next Saturday.
Great. And this weekend down in Wellington, we've got a good line-up there, haven't we? We've got Passing Shot in the Group 2.
Yeah, Oakstown, Wellington, big day. Passing Shot is in the Wellington Guineas. He's won his last 3, won the Mr. Tiz Trophy at Group 3 level last start. He steps up to the 1400. Some people have got question marks over whether he'll last that distance. I guess it's got to be a small question mark. He's such a good sprinter, but I'm pretty confident he'll get the 1400. He's drawn barrier 9, but we've got Opie Boston on.
Great.
And he's a good horse, and good horses run good races, and he'll be hard to beat.
Sadler's Rock, over 2,200.
Yeah.
Won that one last year, didn't he?
You're right. You've done your homework this week.
Yes.
He won exactly the same race last year, over 2,200. He's in pretty similar form too to last year. He was running very similarly, and he came out and won this race, and then he improved from that. It's a tricky race. It's a 6-horse field. It was great running for 30,000, but 6-horse fields can be, they can jog and sprint, and if you're in the wrong part of the field, you can actually be unlucky. They tend, a lot of the time, the best horse doesn't win a 6-horse field. The best ridden does. We've drawn barrier 1, and we will be very positive on him. We want to be handy or in front the whole way, because it could be a walk and sprint. So he likes Trentham, and we expect him to run well.
Great. And then we've got Charlestown and Thorn Pass in the same 1,400.
Yeah, very strong rating 85, 1,400 metres. It's worth 30 grand again. They're both out of their grade. They could both run in 75 grade, but we want them both over 1,400, so they have to run out of their grade. Charlestown's drawn wide, barrier 9, but it would have been good to draw well, but I think we'll be positive on him. And for him, he wants a firm or just dead track. He's got an explosive sprint, and if he can posse up handy enough without doing too much work, he likes Trentham, and he has a distinct chance. Thorn Pass, 50-50 whether he'll run. His work has been excellent, and we think he can be a winning chance if he does run, but he is a horse that does need given the track. So if the rain doesn't come, he'll likely stay at home, and we'll resume in 2 weeks' time. He's a horse that will go better over more ground. So we wait for rain for him.
And finally, Ativari.
Ativari, yes. She has been very good this time in. She's won 3 of her last 5, 3 of her last 6. She had an incredibly tough run in the Group 3 Taranaki Cup last start, so we gave her a week off to freshen her. She's freshened well. She comes into a rating 75 mile, which will be too short for her, but we want to get her ready for a rating 75 2100 in 2 weeks' time with 30 grand. So she'll run on Saturday. She's drawn wide. She'll probably get back, but we'll be looking for her to make up some ground late. But we don't go into the race thinking that that it suits her. Yeah.
Okay. It's good managing of expectations there. So that's the lineup this weekend, and we've got a colt we want to talk about, a yearling. Go.
We started with the tiger.
Oh.
So we'll end with a
lion.
The lion. Yeah. I want to talk about the Rip Van Winkle Lion Draw colt that we've got not too many shares left in. Rip Van Winkle has been a bit of a sensation in the Northern Hemisphere. His oldest progeny 2-year-olds, and they've won Group 1s, Group 3s. He's been on fire in the Northern Hemisphere. In the Southern Hemisphere, he's only had 3 2-year-old runners. He's a Magic Dancer who's a Group 3 winner already. His second horse ran third on debut, and his third horse came out at Matamata Wednesday. He missed the start by 4 lengths and won by 2 or 3 lengths going away. It was just a sensational performance. And look, Rip Van Winkle is a son of Galileo. He was a champion miler, turf miler of the world as a 3 and 4-year-old. And he just looks like he could be a bit of a sensation, this horse. Our colt is out of a mare called the Lion's Roar, who was a Group 2 winner herself. She's left a $1 million earner called Growl and a stakes winner called Liu. So he has a fantastic pedigree. We bought him out of the K1 Premier Sale. We bought him exceptionally well. He is an outstanding type. The vet and staff at Windsor Park Stable, we bought him off, asked if they could buy shares in him, which shows you how good he is. And I just think he is a horse that, because of what Rip Van Winkle's doing and because of how well he's bred, he is a horse that has such a massive future. He could become very, very valuable. And I think he is a horse that is well worth jumping into if you're thinking about a share. Yeah, he's all quality. I really like this horse.
Right. Okay, and they can give you a ring about that.
Yeah.
Or Matt.
Yeah, give me or Matt a call. Yeah.
Okay.
But don't miss out on this one. Yeah.
Right, that's all for this week.
So we did Tigers and Lions.
Yes.
This week. Do we need to have a theme for next week?
Wow, watch this space and we'll see what that might be.
Alright, so we didn't get round to talking about
Don't need to talk about the diary.
All right.
Okay.
See ya.
Signing off.